call out two license plate numbers which are blocking driveways on the block. The first is DHF6774, DHF6774, and the second is EKU5756, EKU5756. We're going to close our eyes for 5 seconds. You can walk out, nobody's going to notice who you are. Please move your cars now so that we can continue with the program in the spirit of the evening. Our next speaker, Ben Braffman, needs no introduction. He has addressed us in the past. He continues to be recognized throughout the United States as one of the very top defense lawyers in the country. And that's his reputation out there in the world. Those of us who are privileged to get to see a little bit of a different side of Ben Braffman, chesed that he does, incredible amount of behind-the-scenes work that he does for the community, know that there's a lot more to say about him than all of the professional evaluators who list the top 10 lawyers and all of these different things can say about him, because we know there's a lot more to this very special person, Mr. Ben Brafman.
Thank you. I've been sitting here for 2 hours looking at this really amazing sea of faces, trying to figure out who and where the FBI agents are. Because there's no doubt in my mind that there's one in here. So I'm going to be careful in what I say and how I say it. You know, Rabbi Zwiebel is right. It's not for galechta, but sometimes humor can be used very effectively to make a point. So if on occasion, in this presentation, I say something that makes you laugh, it's not because I want to make a chesed. It's because I want you to, first of all, remember, but second, to be honest with what's going on in the frum community and in Eretz Yisrael today. If you weren't occasionally able to laugh, you became a sugar bearer. I want to thank my Bubby and Zadie on my father's side who survived the war and taught me Yiddish so that I could sit up here and understand the program. And I want to tell those of you who don't speak Yiddish that if you want to see me later, I'll tell you everything Rav Shor and the Svinker Rebbe said. Take a moment to be very serious and say with great kavod to the Svinker Rebbe, and this is from my heart. It took an incredible amount of amitzos and gevura to come here in your present position and address this island. And I hope that the schutz from doing that helps the matzav that you are going through now end quickly and with as little tsar as possible, because I think you've earned a great deal of respect by appearing here tonight and trying to address this item. I want to tell you a true story. When I was in yeshiva, and I'm talking about yeshiva Tarvadas, I know it's hard to believe, a Rebbe came up to me one day, actually in Manayel, and he said to me, Binyamin, I want to tell you something that you should always remember. You've been blessed by HaKadosh Baruch Hu with the ability to communicate effectively. Use it for good reasons. And then he proceeded to throw me out of the yeshiva. But I always remembered what he said. And I want to use tonight to try and use it for good reasons. Because to the extent that you are given the ability to communicate by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I don't take it for granted. And it's not just something to be used for parnasa. It's something that I think should be used to help Klal Yisrael in a way that maybe you are uniquely qualified to do, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but people have said to me, after I've lectured in these asifas before, here and in Eretz Yisrael and in different communities, that on occasion you reach one person. I've gotten emails from people after asifas like this, you saved me, you saved my son, not by representing them, but by keeping them from needing representation. In all fairness, let's save the applause for the end, and then you can really give me a loud applause. Because it's almost 10 o'clock, and I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. My wife, who's a tzaddikus, and the schuss tonight should go to her, she should have her refuah shleima, be stark, that she said to me, I'm the only person in the United States today who probably spent the entire day with a professional football player and the entire night with 2,000 Hasidim. I'm not here to give you mussar. I'm not qualified to give you mussar. I don't want to offend the Rabbanim who are qualified to give you mussar. I'm not a Talmud Chacham. I'm not a tzaddik. I have a brother who's sitting here who is a Talmud Chacham, who is a Rosh Yeshiva, who is a tzaddik, and I have a son in Eretz Yisrael who is a tzaddik, who has smicha from the Mir and is a Rebbe in Ramat Eshkol and is doing a Kadosh Baruch Hu's work 24 hours a day, from 5 in the morning when he has a morning kollel until midnight when he has his last chavrusa. So I'm sort of in the middle. And I called my son today and I told him I was going to be here tonight. I said, I need something. I don't want to be like the only Amaretz on this dais. Help me out. And he sent me facts, and like always, he was 100% on the money. I have a lot of natas from him. And he sent me a quote that I want to read to you. And I'm going to read it slowly. It's in English, and it's from Rabbi Matasyahu Salomon, from the Mashgiach of Lakewood Yeshiva, who is quoted in Rabbi Yisrael Badner Sefer, Maimon Yisrael. And here's the quote. The Netziv explains that cheating in business undermines every facet of Emunah that Klal Yisrael is supposed to be living by. Cheating in business means I don't listen to the Torah min Hashemayim. I don't allow myself to be guided by Hashem Yisbarach. I don't trust Hashem Yisbarach to give me the parnasa that I need in the way that He wants me to have it. I live by the law that says you have to grab as much as you can for yourself. That's the only way to get it. So in truth, it's not just that you are transgressing the prohibition of gazela, or gezel. What you are doing is demonstrating that you do not rely on Hashem Yisbarach. You are